My never I say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there. I see them yopo.
Abuja for tamale ehuru bojo tamale ehuru adentia eye NDC amanyoko no enne na omo elanche omo campaign for 2024 na enno na eye NDC ne kofa bae anase chairman anase menfa ne say the founder of the NDC Jerry John Rawlings the late ne ba eye Zenator Rawlings enne wako tutuja ewo eye tamale honum na eno ena me pese ye ko na yikutie ne nsem a okotena okogina simpie so ekoka no ewo tamale a obia abo agene so ewo tamale krunum pato yenko na yekutie emra sisia. We have answer na commercial so be subscribe to PENDREAM TV na like video no emam na share to homa afoforo so answer into me enka bi pato yanko na yekutie information no emra sisia ane ewo tamale ane.
Comrades, as I told you, this program is a special program. It is not just about the launch of the campaign, but it is about the vision of the nation builder, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, for Ghana. So boy, now I know you will agree with me that the bane of this country, the reason why we are suffering is because of corruption. I said it's because of what?
Corruption.
Now, who else can talk to us about this than a woman who is the daughter of the founder of the great NDC, the man who signed the 1992 Constitution, the man on whose vision and ideals the National Democratic Congress was established. Make some noise for our late founder. And so we have in the house Honorable Dr. Zenator Rawlings. MP for Kwale Klase.
Thank you.
Your Excellency, President John Dramani Mahama, once a president, always a president.
Sure.
And the flag bearer of the NDC, permit me to stand on existing protocols for brevity's sake. Choboy!
Hey.
NDC, MFA.
Meow.
Very good. Do you know that the biggest threat to our democracy is corruption? It is not what we are seeing happening around us in the other countries. It is corruption. And this is corruption that has been presided over by this government, this NPP government. But today, what we have to do is to promise one another and to promise John Mahama that we will set the bar high when it comes to zero tolerance with respect to corruption. Fellow comrades, the reality we are faced with today is that our politics has become so monetized that these people believe that everybody can be bought at a price. And we have to prove them wrong.
Sure.
We have to tell them enough is enough. The money that they received from the World Bank for the re-engineering of the Garrett project that they squandered, and people are now sharing. That money is not going to make a change to the lives of Ghanaians. That money is not going to improve the economy. The pillars of good governance include transparency, accountability, probity, integrity. But all of these start with us. When we come to power, we must uphold those principles and guard them dearly if we are to protect this fourth republic of ours. Choboy! Are we going to make sure that we put an end to the blatant corruption that we are seeing in Ghana, then we must vote for the NDC. Remember that the people of Ghana hold the NDC to a higher standard. And so what it is that people tolerate from these people, they will not tolerate from us. We are at a precipice with the highest level of youth unemployment, with the most polarized society that we have ever seen, with recruitment that has been happening on the blind side of Ghanaians. All of this is a form of corruption. And so if we are gathered here today to launch this campaign, it must stand on principles that cannot be bought with money. We do need money, but we will not be bought. We must make sure that come December 7th, no one can come to any of our agents and offer them money to betray the people of Ghana.
Yeah.
Are we going to protect the ballot box for the people of Ghana? Are we going to wait till the announcement of the election results before we go to bed? Each of us has a duty to protect the ballot box. Each of us has a duty to preach the good word of the NDC. On his tour of Ghana, President Mahama has promised to deal with corruption, but he cannot do it alone. We must do it together. The fight against corruption is not a fight for one person. It is a fight that we must all take, which means that whether you are at the branch level, at the regional level, constituency level, national level, wherever you find yourself, whichever part of Ghana you find yourself, we must put an end to this waste of our resources, the squandering of our resources, the theft of our state lands, the nepotism that we are seeing. These are making very, very shaky the foundations that are holding this democracy together. Are we going to protect this fourth republic?
Yes.
Are we going to protect this fourth republic?
Yes.
Then we must do so by protecting the ballot box come December 7th.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is a big fight. We must all be above monetization. Do not allow yourself to be misled by the money that people will bring your way. If they could not do it in 7.5 years, the extra 4 months that we have is not going to change the way they do things. Vote for John Mahama, vote for the NDC, vote for your NDC parliamentary candidate, and let us turn this country around and put this country back on the right track. God bless you all. Thank you.
The NDC is blessed. We have the man and we have the woman. And so without wasting much time, I am going to bring on stage another woman. Are you ready for a woman of substance? This particular woman is a broadcaster, the former host of the famous Good Morning Ghana show on Metro TV. She is a gender activist and she says she needs change. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Shamima. 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 Shamima.
Muslim.
Thank you.
Tamale Kaula. Tamale, assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Tamale Antere. Eyezu. Ezazu. Reporting live here from the Jubilee Park. This is your daughter, your sister, your mother, Humaya Shamima Muslim, Matang Al-Hassan Bango, together with the greater Kataman family. I am so honored at
at the welcome that you have given to me, the people of Tamale, and the entire northern regions. I am your proud daughter. Thank you. Until recently, many of you knew me as the host of Eyewitness News and Metro Television. And so I know that when you saw me on TV speaking for the great NDC, some of you were surprised, but I was surprised at your surprise. Because knowing me, you know that I have a passion for accountability and justice. This is why I am today speaking for the NDC. You see, character is everything in leadership. Today, our nation is in crisis. Our nation is at the crossroads because of the deep mismanagement and recklessness of the new patriotic party under the leadership of Nana Akufo-Addo, Bawumia, and Napo. Today, they tell us that we should let them break the eight. Will we let them break the eight? I was heartbroken as a breastfeeding mother when I took my little girl to the clinic and I was told then that there was shortage of vaccines. This was the same time that our president, the vanguard of democracy, was busily flying luxurious private jets across the length and breadth of this world, spraying us with bath water and telling us to tighten our belts. Is this a leader we should trust? Is this a government that cares for the people? Don't think so. I felt sad and I even cried when I learned later on that 17 helpless Ghanaians lost their lives. They died because the renal unit at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital had been closed down because of government's indebtedness to it. At the same time, over $2 million had been allocated to the office of the presidency. Exactly what are they doing in that office? Eyezu. You know what? Should we remind them? Should we remind them? Should we remind them that today more than ever Ghanaians are suffering in unprecedented levels? Should we remind them that we see grand corruption of monumental proportions and nepotism? Should we remind them? Should we remind them that we will remember their extreme arrogance of office and power come December 7? Should we remind them? Turn to your neighbor. At this point, I said, turn to your neighbor and say, hey, NPP.
Hey,
Hey, NPP.
Hey, MP.
Saman Nolly.
Saman Nolly.
Say NPP.
MP.
Say NPP. Obey Subain. To remain silent, fellow comrades, fair-minded Ghanaians, is not an option. To remain silent at the time where our nation is being demolished is not an option. To be neutral today is not an option. It's not what? It is time for the CSOs, the faith-based organizations, the media, especially my media colleagues. We have experienced the NPP in opposition. We have experienced the NPP in power. We have experienced the NDC in opposition. We have experienced the NDC in power. We know their true colors. We know the people who have character. We know the people who have humanity. We know the people who have feelings for the people. We know them. And we know that it is His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and the incoming first female Vice President of the Republic, Her Excellency Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman. Finally, the NPP having broken this country and brought this country to its knees, today tells us that they want to break the 8. No, NPP. The NDC will break the 8 years of your mismanagement and the 8 years of your state's capture. It is a promise. This is why, my colleagues in the media, CSO, I stand here today to campaign for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the just Democrat man of the people, because he has led this country before. No, I am not saying that all was rosy in the time of His Excellency JM. I am not saying that there weren't challenges, but I am saying, as you know, that things certainly weren't as bad as they are today by a long shot, not even close. Under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, we saw the real transformation of our country.
Hey!
Under His Excellency JDM, we saw tolerance to press freedom. Today, Ghana can boast of the best airports in West Africa, Terminal 3, because of John Mahama. Today, Ghana can boast arguably of the best hospital, the Legon Medical Center, because of who? John Mahama. Today, Ghana can boast of the second largest port, the Tema Port, in Ghana, the whole of West Africa, because of who? John Dramani Mahama. Today, Ghana can boast of the Atuabu gas processing plant, which is saving this nation over $3 million annually, because of who?
John Dramani Mahama.
Today, even in opposition, His Excellency and Ghana can boast of the incoming first female vice president, inshallah, because of who?
John Dramani Mahama.
And now this is my call to action. Fair-minded Ghanaians, this is the time to stand and be counted. I am voting for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama because, indeed, he is a nation builder by evidence. Indeed, he is a trusted human being and a leader by evidence. Indeed, he is an honest leader who concedes where there are challenges and not blame Russia or Ukraine for every problem bedecking this government.
Thank you.
He is an experienced pair of hands. Together with Professor Jane Nana Opoku Ajiman, they will rescue this nation. They will reset this Ghana. They will bring Ghana back on the winning ways. And with your support, with your prayers, with your vote, on December 7, 2024, Ghana will be rescued again. It will happen. Thank you very much for your attention. I thank you very much for your kind attention.
Bonsam. Kuya kapa. Kia kapa.
Katanan la mal na chimba banum jela banum bazan la mal bangsim kanye jilmanima anyo de butwane jishir malba. We have the men and we have the women. Tamale kaula yokuya pam kapai yamangle zungo binyala tamal katanungdele to amagana za into the danfani tinjia sa shalmo the Jela TV kamza hazo Ghana dozo kateche ka biyare barishanga mpare te tagbal ngamazo dama the Simpson to do za to zo sung nyale amare Simpson Ghana za because I knew be
enti abusia for common yakofa edi abramuani Dr. Zenator Rawlings ani ono na yakofa na no dinsem ebaye na Shamima Muslim ono so na ono ena na we Good Morning Ghana host ewo Metro TV so mo ankasa munim no ene o mabekasa. In fact NDC dey make me akacho say eba na ma titiru efrim penifo so kosi mofra so nimdifo ni youth Don't go there. There's no party in Ghana bit me den ho atoto NDC amanyuku no. And you see, NDC amanyuku no, you're so attractive that so what do you bo mo actually one kasa hu no mu say yeah, you belong to a family. What you belong to a family. A honomono and yeah, baby a family and friends be na chim for mafias be a come home boom say yeah the chim mafia for yes yeah caucus for there be NDC. There's nothing like any fashion. There is no fashion in NDC. You need be fashion, you need northern fashion, you need say fashion. The woo muan say NDC amanyuku no Juma be now they back on board. Ni modern ma wo dey ba on board no eno and a party ni hwe so e dey bo aba so di pian ma wo so ba bia wo pese udru no watumi adu NDC I wish I for high PENDREAM TV message so because I subscribe to the channel now I like video no e dey am no share and net tamale aye gudigidi e because ara na ye dey nsem a be pipi ho nyina e dey abramo ti mo because ara mo nti PENDREAM TV yes edam yopo
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.